Hello everyone, my name is Cathril and today we're here for episode 30 of Let's Play Factorio. And in the last episode we set up processing units, and I already got a bunch of processing units, and I already gathered some materials for things I need, because I'm gathering items for Power Armor Mark II. And today we're going to finish up the module build, so I'm going to set up the modules too, and we're doing the same for speed, and we're going to request some items in there, and we're going to up these numbers to 30 each. And those can be 10, like that. Doing the same for the blue ones, 30 of each. And the next thing we can do is do also the speed 3. And again, the ratios aren't correct, but it should work out. There's missing some chests there. Oh, and we have to set the limits for those. Let's do that first. We want to have a maximum of 50 of those. Now let's say, what did we do for these blue ones? Or the green ones? 30. Let's do 50 for these. Let's say a maximum of 50. And also 50 for these. That way we don't produce too many in the beginning phase. And we want to have a maximum of 50 spade modules. Those are going to request these. Up that to 5, those to 30, 30, and put that there. Alright, next thing we have to research is the productivity modules 3, so we can end up the last phase for that. I did set up a barrel making facility, but I didn't place the requested chest down there, so head down there. Let's see where our car is, up there. And I guess I want to add a couple of refineries, because look at the plastic, it's barely coming through. So we're going to make some more crafting speed for oil, and we're going to up that number by quite a bit. So we're making 4, and I want to add another. We need more steel, so let's grab it straight off the line. Freshly produced. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 facilities. Now we get some more pipelines, and I want to get some more stuff. And hopefully we have time after for producing some more, what's it called? What are they called? Capsules. But it's not very important right now, so let's get the car. Let's go down to our oil facility. We might have to redo it in the future again, but that isn't a big problem. Well, here we have our barrel production straight from the main line, so that one can go, and we'll keep that one there. as long as it's needed, but we have it in our modular factory now, so it doesn't have to be on the main line again. Look, there's barely coming plastic through, so. And there could be other problems than not enough cracking or anything like that, but I think it has to do with not enough factories. This one, there's barely any oil, so that's the problem. There's our train. Let's see how full it is. Let's pause it. That one is empty. Empty. Alright, so barely any oil coming in. So let's send him out to oil 1 again. And we'll have to investigate if there's not enough oil left there in oil 1. Otherwise we'll have to expand to this field, and I saw a nice patch down here as well, so we'll have to set up some more oil fields. But in the meanwhile, we're going to set up our factory. We're going to craft way more oil. Let's remove these. Don't think that was the most important one, no. Didn't really matter. Let's set those free. So we're going to set up these. And let's cancel that one. Going to do advanced oil processing. There we go. And that one is the longest. And I could robots do this for me, but I like to set it up myself. I don't know why, but I always enjoy this. Setting this up. I don't have many problems with setting up a oil outpost. Some people hate oil builds, but yeah, I like him. It's a bit of a struggle, but in the end it's kinda nice to do it, actually. So now hook these up. To each other. And as you can see, it's going quite fast doing it myself instead of by robots. And I always extend these, I don't know why, but in case ever needed, I know. And it can give problems in the future, but most of the time I don't have problems with it, doing it like that. Okay. Now we need to hook it onto the water system. And since we have water so close, we're going to use a separate pump for these facilities. Where's the pump? Here it is. Let's hook it on. There we go. It has water. All we have to do is give it some more oil. And I want to extend this a little bit more, so we can have a nice big storage of oil, since you never can have enough oil. If the tanks are getting full, make sure to place more tanks, because you always gonna need oil. So there's oil hooked on. Let's give it power. And then all we have to do is make sure there's a drainage towards the system. Place some lights. There we go. So the thing is, where are we going to hook it into? And I'll think do it like this. That should work. Let's hook it in like that. And I don't think I got enough pipe with me. That's that one. That's the light oil. And that is that one. I think we should have just enough. There we go. So everything is hooked on the system right now. And those can work as well now. So that's our oil build expanded. At least the production side. Once we get more oil incoming, we can start setting it up properly again. And that probably has to do with all the batteries that are being used for accumulators right now. Since they require quite a few materials, or quite a few batteries. They take up way more oil than we had before, so that's why we ran out of oil quite quickly. Let's see for our power. How are we doing for power? Still enough, so that's not a problem. We can leave it as it is. I think we have to clear away some biters up there in the north. And we can expand our oil build. So as you can see, I'm building up quite a stash with laser turrets, and we're going to do some laser creeping on those pesky little biters up in the north. We're going to clear them quite a bit away, so we have room for expansion for another oil outpost, and we're going to have separate trains running on those outposts. So one train is going to oil 1, one is going to oil 2, one is going to oil 3, and that way we have multiple trains running on this network. And in case if some train happens to break down or something, not everything gets jammed and such. So yeah, there's barely any oil coming in anymore. 0.3, 0.9. It's still producing. Some are still producing quite well, but it's not enough to sustain a growing factory like ours. 0.1. So let's take a power line and drive it up to those biters, since we have to clear them quite far away. Oh, stop here and place that one. I want them on my hotbar. Set it fixed. And also the repair kit is on there. And as you can see, they still hit quite hard, and that's why I want the power armor. And let's add. Let's repair this turret. Since it's taking quite a bit of damage there. This is the way how we move forwards. There we go. Let's place another power pole. And sometimes you have to do a step backwards in order to move even further ahead. And the good thing about doing this is that we get some alien artifacts as well. So before the end of the next, or before the next episode, we're going to do some more, or I'm going to do more biter killing, of course, because it's taking a long time to kill all those nests and such. And it's not the most interesting thing to see, killing biters and such. But I wanted to show you guys this, how I'm doing this, in case you guys have problems with it or anything like that. But here's going to be our new oil outpost. Let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots. There's a 7th. I might hook that one in. So there are quite a few mining patches there, or rigs that we can set up. Which should give us a little bit more time before we need a new one. The one down in the south, I mean, then. And I do want to get that one actually, since it's also a nice big patch. It's going to be a nice big oil field, which will last us quite some time then. Because like I said, you can never have enough oil. Oil is a big problem on a map like this with RSO. And that's also the fun thing about RSO. Since you have to move away from your base. And not all the resources are very close, which makes it a little bit more challenging. Otherwise the game is a little bit easy. So yeah, let's see, let's get productivity modules 3, so we can finish up our modular build. And like I said, I'm going ahead doing this, driving around, placing some victory poles, in our case some victory belts, and make sure our map is safe, so no biters will attack us once we start harvesting all the oil out there. I want to thank you all for watching this episode. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the episode. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, because I do want to grow this channel, especially in Factorio. There are a lot of players out there that, well, are perhaps in need of a challenge in the game, because once you've done it on the vanilla game, it can become a bit tedious is not the right word. A little bit boring, but boring sounds so negative. But you need a little bit more challenge. So playing with mods with RSO, building a megabase is really a nice thing to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will say goodbye. Bye.